Yeah, being open. I wrote down this morning, being is relating. And so being open can mean like it can look in a few different ways. Actually, so let's go here. Like the shine space is an expression of me and Redemption, everybody that shows up, being open to a new perspective, being open to the light, being open to more love. And like that being, okay, we got Elita coming in. And like that being is really just how you show up, actually. Like the reason that you're like being open is you showing up. And also being open is you relating because now you're relating to us and everybody is relating. We're all relating. And so it's like we're gonna take it deeper because we can say being open and relating, we take it to an interpersonal level, and that's what we're gonna take it to interpersonal level. But before we take it to interpersonal level, I love to just do my acknowledgments because the Shine Space is about praising one another. Actually, we just hit a praise a lot of things like that. So what we're gonna do first. We got a powerful acknowledgement for my boy Gademshi because we just had some new stuff come through today. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, everybody here know Gademshi, but yeah, Gademshi is he is the he's childlike expression. That boy is a walking bundle of joy. That boy walking inspiration. He is a man behind a few different things. He's the author of the ABCs of Awakening. He recently just created and is now hosting a new podcast called Awakening Mindset, which is the world's best podcast on Christ consciousness, oneness, and everything spiritual of that sort. And he has one of the I know. Well, he has a big online community called Light Power. They have over 10K people in the online community. So these accolades are really beautiful, but what we talk about is who he is being. And so he's showing up and being of service to love and to light. So thank you, brother Gademshi.
You, brother. I appreciate that. That was a powerful introduction.
Yes,
And then a
God.
nice pan around seeing what's happening. And you covered it well, bro. Thank you.
Let's go, man. I love Yvette, thank you for being here. And I also want to do an acknowledgement for Yvette because she is my soul sister. And look, she here supporting yet again. She made time. She actually had a dentist appointment today and she rescheduled her dentist appointment just to be here in the Shine Space. Like, what's up? We talk about commitment. So, Yvette, thank you for being the loving being that you are. Thank you for being so open. And thank you for being a sunshine in this space. We really appreciate you. And so, we got a Yulita. She ain't on the screen right now because she said her phone is charging. But yeah, that's my queen right there. This woman is the reason that I'm up here shining, having a good time right now because of the relationship that we have created and how she has helped me open up literally today's topic helped me open up to more love, more freedom, more self-acceptance, and really just kind of moving through anything that wasn't serving me and wasn't serving our relationship. So she is a big participant, the number one participant in who I get to decide to be today and how I show up. So thank you, Yulita. I love you, and we'll see you on here in a minute. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool. Yeah, being open. I'm gonna just give it over to Gademshi and just kind of see what the spirit is coming through with him about being open. So yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, you just gave us the example and the artifacts. You kind of left a trail for us. You gave us this energy that we're all feeling now. And this energy that we're all feeling is resident within us and it's reflective of what happened just now. Just saw us and you let us see that we were being seen. And that's fully a openness so much because you have to be open to just recognize what's already there. Because like people sometimes in these days, you might be, walking up and down doing your thing, and somebody wouldn't be able to see that you're shining. Somebody wouldn't be able to see these things because they're not open for it. And some like what you're looking for is coming to me. It's like you just looked and saw the greatest things in everybody. You were open for them. And so I just love how you want to hand it to me, but you really doing the whole thing right now because um
Oh,
what I'm seeing is like the opportunity that we give ourselves to see the goodness. And I love how you start with acknowledgments. Like I wrote that down because it gives a level of receptivity to the conversation. It's like seeing the person and talking about their greatest characteristics and their greatest qualities, and then having a tough conversation or having a joyful conversation. But it just like fit. It was like such a great. I'm feeling open because of it. I'm feeling like
Mm.
I'm feeling like saying whatever I have. I feel like giving whatever I have, and that. Uh,
Hey, I love that we really be doing that. Like we be talking about a topic, but we're really just being an expression of the topic. It's like we're talking about this, but why would we just talk about it when we can just be it? And
mhm,
that's, I think that's a really fun thing that is happening with these topics is that every topic that I've kind of created is that like it gives us an opportunity to embody that. Like, yeah, just like being open. Welcome, James. James is yet again a really good friend of mine. I can say he's my little brother. He's a guy he's open. He's open. He's 19 years old and he's creating so many wonderful things because he's so receptive in how we have created in the world. And so, thank you, James, for being here, brother. And yeah, the I love you said the receptivity and the openness because I just kind of what I got is James said this the other day after the Shine Space. He was like, "Yeah, I see the Shine Space. It's all about service and duty to love." He was like, "It seems like the Shine Space." He said the Shine Space is not supporting greed or selfishness. We're supporting love and diluting selfishness. And I was like, "Wow, that's so beautiful. That's such a beautiful way to see this." And that's what being open is because as we start to open up, we see that there's nothing to get from nobody. We see that we
mhm,
have everything. And then as we see that we have everything, it's way more likely that we will be open to give it away. Kind of like what John said last week you give away the kingdom, and it first starts with an acknowledgement. And where does that acknowledgement come from? And it starts on an interpersonal level. It literally does. So, my ability to be open and share has started because I have been open with myself to receive. I've been
mhm,
open to myself to receive more love and more inspiration, creativity. Uh, my cup is overflowing, not
mhm.
just mine, everybody's. But you got to be open to allow that cup to overflow. And something that I've shared a few times here is that when I'm praising and worshiping, or just throughout my days if something is going on, I open up my arms to it. Like I'm always doing that because it symbolizes to my mind that I'm safe. Yet
Mhm,
again, I wouldn't be able to acknowledge and share this openly if I wasn't safe. And so by
mhm.
doing this symbolizes like I'm safe. And that's with everything that arises. That's everything with arises. Gadimshi saved too. Let's go.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead,
say
man. Yeah.
I love that, bro. And one thing that just sparked my interest when you said is being open to yourself first. That is so powerful, bro, because um I'm not sure if it was a video I was doing, but something I was just illustrating. And it's almost like when we have such a great guidance or intuition or prompting or however you want to flavor it, dress it up today, this mystical impulse, I'm coming up with words. And it's like, how many times do we receive that and then we judge it or condemn it or compare it or anything else but say yes and receive it? That's like not being open to yourself. So it's like being open to yourself is having that impulse and knowing that this is God, I am with me giving this. But that's only comes from being open with yourself. So I want to talk about what's not open
Hmm. Go
because
ahead.
there be these things that the personality tries to do, like question, condemn, these type of things. But it's like, what if you was getting Amazon Prime from the heavens right now with that idea
Mm.
or with that impulse or with that inspiration? What if that was Amazon Prime from the mothers and fathers of heaven that just said, I want you to experience this? And you get that comes in like a text message, ping MSMSS or SMS flash kind of hologram type. And it's like, oh my gosh. But then you start talking to yourself like your dad spoke to you, or you start talking to yourself like your uncle says, or you start hearing how someone would think about what you received. It's almost like we get the first thing and then we use other things to judge the first thing instead of using everything to uplift the first thing. So I
Hmm.
want to talk about being what's not open. What's not open to you, bro?
So what's really cool, I love that you brought in how a lot of external things could cause you to close off to what's coming to you.
Hmm.
So it's really cool because first of all, your uncle don't feel safe, your dad don't feel safe, your mom
Mm,
don't feel safe. They never
mm,
practice feeling safe. So
mm,
when you bring something to them, they're closed. And so they can only give you what they got. They got
mm,
closeness. They're not open to the spirit. And so everybody that's here, we are somewhat inclined to receiving inspiration. That's the only reason that you're here. And then you go tell this inspiration or this love to someone that's closed, and what you can only get what they got, actually. And so, it is this thing of like, um we close because we unintentionally share what we got going on with others that are closed, and so it just tells us that maybe we should close too, and that's okay too. And so, um the closing, so how okay, I'm about to give you the key to not ever closing again. I'm gonna give you the key to not ever closing again. So you have inspiration. The spirit from God gives you, or a goddess, she gives you a message. She sends you a voicemail, and you receive that voicemail. And there she, like, they hit you up on a Bluetooth, and you receive it. You receive it, and then you go tell it to somebody that wasn't open to receive it, and then they share stuff with you, and then you start to feel the tension. You start to feel self-doubt. You start to get scared. You start to judge yourself, and in that moment, if you open up to that, now you are invincible. Now you are invincible, because being open is relating. So being is relating. So how are you relating to yourself when the judgment comes up, when the fear comes up, when the anxiety comes up? Are you pushing that away? Are you closing off towards that? Because if you're closing off towards that, that's the same thing as an inspiration. That's the same thing as a voicemail from God. It's all the spirit. It's all this. It's all made of the same stuff. It just has a different flavor. So a lot of us have a lot of experiences, like traumas, like emotional things that don't feel good. We have a lot of thoughts and a lot of these things that arise. So it may be a lot easier to practice being open with those things before you start being, I mean, this is not true, but practice being open to those things, because it happens a lot in your day. It do. Something come up and stress you out and you try to push it away. Don't be
hmm.
open to it. And then as you practice being open to those things that are uncomfortable, then when the things that are beautiful, you just gonna have it on lock. You're like, I got this. I'm receiving this, and you gonna run with it. You got a touchdown with that. You see? There you go, Gaddafi.
That's powerful, bro. You gave it, bro. And it's so simple, bro, because whatever we're doing, we're practicing that state of being. And
Mm.
so in those moments where we want to push something away, we're being something that's a little different than open. Because right now we're being specific and we're being blocked and we're being closed off to something. But then our mind and body consciousness really learns how we behave based on our behavior, our subconscious mind. So we're putting this data into ourselves when we close ourselves off. But I love how you said, who are you being when it gets hard? Who are you being when the fear comes up? Who are you being when this situation is speaking, or someone is speaking these words and it's like going against your inspiration? And bro, being open to it is the best words ever. It's the best words, bro, because when you block yourself from words that are not going to harm you,
Hmm.
when you block yourself from a frequency that's not going to disrupt your vibration, it's not going to do nothing. But then when you think it's going to do something, then you do because you think, and then now you got something. So I love how you said, bro, it's about being open to what you wouldn't want. And I love this saying that I've been saying too. It's like, you're not going to find a better feeling than the feeling that you have. Because the moment you try to push that feeling away, you're saving it for later. It's like
Mm.
you putting this food in the fridge now. You want to get this food out by experiencing how unpleasurable it is in a sense. Yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love that saying too. Like that hits me on that. Like that hits the spot, because it's very similar to what I say. It's like there's no now moment that's more perfect than this now moment. This now moment
Mm-hmm,
is perfect. There's
mm-hmm,
no better feeling than this
mm-hmm.
feeling that you have right now.
Yeah.
And our ability to really see that, like you know, this is a cool thing because, like, if you're willing to take it here, if you're willing to take it here, you will really see something about yourself. But so I had an experience where I was having some discomfort in my abdomen or something on my back or something like that,
Mm.
and I just started praying. And the mind that is always comparing and judging would say, "This is bad. I should not feel like this. My body should be different." And that's totally okay. Like, if your body doesn't feel good, it makes sense to have a desire that your body feels better. But the fighting and the resistance is not
Mm.
supportive. It's not the openness that I'm looking for. And so what I did is, as I was praying, I was like, actually, this body is perfect right now. Whatever I'm feeling in this body, it's actually perfect. Like, I need to experience this. I need to feel this pain right now. Like, why would I say that it's not? Like, I'm denying God and all of his beauty and all of his colors. Like, this body is perfect. It has to be. Like, this now moment is perfect. It can't be any other way. And my mind's going to be like, no, Dave, it should be better. You need to hurry up and go to a doctor. No, you need to you need to do something about this. So there is, being open and relating is a deep opportunity to trust that you are really supported. It's really trust. It's an intensity of trust. It's like, so I'm sitting here saying like, no, this pain is perfect. This pain is exactly what I need. I know God ain't making no mistake. I know nothing ain't no God ain't making a mistake with this. This now moment cannot be a mistake. It has to be perfect. That's how I'm trusting that. And so with that trust, I just start to see that my mind gets lighter, and then I'm opening up to healing because I'm not fighting anymore. I'm opening up to God is coming in and healing my body. And that's one of those things because, it's easy to see this in different areas, but what happens when your body is fucking not feeling good? What happens when you're feeling pain? How intense are you about trusting that, no, this is perfect and I can be open to this pain too? Like, I can be open to this discomfort. I can be open to it. Yeah.
Bro, that gave me such a good reflection, bro, because there's this one pain I used to have in my lower back. And I used to do a lot to get this pain to move or to dissolve or dissipate. And it was been years, bro, like probably 8 years, but it hasn't been a pain that stopped me from playing basketball, swimming, or anything like that. But it's like, at this point of the day, I just got to like give 45 minutes to my lower back. Talk to you guys in a minute. And so very recently, I've just been doing more of this internal element of the work. And I love how you mentioned prayer because I just stopped trying to argue with this pain. I stopped trying to got these machine, put these patches on my body and I'll activate my muscles for me. I forgot the name of this machine, but the yoga, I've been doing medicine ball, bro, investment in the lower back. And it's like the time when I started just actually like deeply breathing while it's the most painful and like let my breath be a resemblance of why I'm not arguing no more.
Mm.
I mean, so I would be stretching, but I'd be deeply breathing like I'm not asking you to leave. Bro, it's so deep how you brought it in because that's something I've recently found success with, recently found healing with, recently found, wow, hold on. Like, wait, what? I don't feel anything like that's where I'm at. But now I'll still go play basketball and everything. And then I still feel like I do want to do some stretching though. But it's like the pain that was like reminding me of something, it was like not as concrete. And so I love how you mentioned being open to that actual feeling tone or being open to the discomfort. Bringing it to prayer, number one, resembles the acknowledgement, but then it also resembles the acknowledgement of something greater and grander than that exact thing that you're bringing. So it's like you can't even actually, there's nothing but winning with the spirit. There's nothing but winning with God. It doesn't matter time. That's how the ego tries to let you know that what you're saying is something else. It's like, no, I just prayed about that. And your faith is literally the remembrance that you prayed about that.
Yes.
I've already talked to God about that actually. And so that's like the command that you're being. So your breath changes about it. Your type of repeated check-in thoughts about it. dramatically reduced. That's already been taken care of. I know I'm
Hmm.
experiencing this pain right now, but my healing is already now as well. And it's something, bro, because it's somebody will say, "Oh no, you should go to the hospital," but then it's like, well, first of all, you want to definitely check and see what this is an emergency or something like that. But it's like it's not an emergency, so it's like actually trust the forms that your body takes. Actually trust the healing that your body creates when your environment, your internal and external environment are conducive to your homeostasis. See how your body can heal when you actually start working on the inner realm. And I started doing that. And I
Yeah.
can tell you now, I'm like, this has been like a good chunk of life, lower back pain. If I'm talking to a
Wow.
doctor, chiropractor about anything, that's about it. That's literally about it.
I don't know if y'all heard it, but we got a healing testimony. The spirit healed the body, y'all. Redemption
Yes.
is a testimony of what happened. What happened. It's crazy because like this is like truthfully like this is not anything esoteric. This is not even like it's nothing. It's this heal thyself. That's what we have an opportunity to do daily. I'm gonna get you in just a moment, but let me share this. Heal thyself because you are everything. You can't heal yourself. And so go to the hospital, but if you're going to hospital from fear, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
If you're doing anything from fear, then you're forgetting what you are. That's really the bigger picture actually. And if you're doing it from like, oh, actually my body is telling me to go to the hospital and I'm not afraid. I'm going because my body is telling me to go there. I'm gonna go there, but I can't do it from fear because I'm tricking myself. And another thing about like, body pains, just the body in general. We talked about this last week on in the kingdom. It's like our body is literally energy, y'all. Like for real though. Like it's literally just pure life energy. And this pure life energy, it it can't be wrong. It can't even be sick. It's energy. Energy can't be sick. Energy is just energy in its different forms. And so when I'm experiencing something within the body and I'm like, oh, this is bad, this is sick, this is something, can you acknowledge that that's just the mind talking about a sensation or an experience? It's just that that's just what we learn. We learn sickness, we learn pain. We learn these are things that we learn. They're only narratives of the mind. It's not actually what's happening because what's actually happening in this present moment is energy is just moving in its different forms and different sensations are rising. That's what is. So that's a piece. It's like it sounds like what Gadimshi said is like when he starts to breathe, you were able to be present with the sensation and you weren't listening to this is pain, this is bad, this is discomfort. You were being with the sensation. And we can like if you're able to train your mind to, oh, this is a sensation, it's not pain. It's a sensation within this field of energy. And when I start to see it as energy, I can then start to be like, oh, well, actually, this is God's energy because God, the only one that creates energy. So this energy must be heavenly. This energy must be what it is. It must be this now moment. It must be perfect. And in that recognition, the healing happens because the healing is already happening because I know that energy can correct itself. As soon as I acknowledge and observe it, it's already doing it. It's already on its way. So I just kind of open up to it. Open up to it,
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
That's
All
good.
right, Daly, I want to see what you. What's up, Daly? Come on, mute, brother.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Dave. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say I really like what Kademshi said about the breath and, always connecting to the breath. And when you connect to the breath and see that you're still breathing, then, you're still connected to source.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're still breathing, you're connected to source energy. And we are all energy. So, um, using the breath as a signal and as a sign to let us know that the mind is what makes us think we're an individual and we're separate. But when you connect back to the breath, you realize we're always connected.
Yes, Daly. Thank you for that reflection. Thank you for that reflection. Yeah, you getting snaps and everything in class because
Yes.
that's the most beautiful thing when you can use your breath to come back to presence. Come back to presence because what else do you use your breath for? You use your breath to show you that you're safe. What else do you use your breath for? Breath is the spirit. Breath is life. God. Breath is us being right now. And Daily, you reminded me of something. This can be a good practice for everybody. It's like, it's a very common thing for people to, like, if somebody say, "How you doing?" It's very common for you to say, "I'm doing good," even if you're not doing good. And a cool thing to be like is, "I'm connected. I'm not good, nor am I bad. I'm connected though. I'm alive. I'm connected to the spirit, and that's all I need. I'm fucking pissed off right now, but I'm connected, and that's okay." That's a different way of reframing our vocabulary and how we be in the world. So
That's excellent, bro. I would definitely love to share that. I appreciate that daily, that capture of the breath. I think that from what I've explored when it comes to the breath, that across the time experiencing in life, and sometimes like our urgency to make money, our urgency to do things, or our urgency to create or to be there, be a parent, be a student, be a teacher, whoever, however, we just sometimes don't recognize how precious and on point this substance is that we're getting. And then we kind of just go with it, but not recognize it while we're going. So it's like, well, everybody's just breathing. So it's like everybody's just breathing. And so I started to really study the breath because it was my awareness that I started to explore when I started that. And so what I recognize is that there are different forms of breathing that we take, especially when we're experiencing different emotions. And so I love that the first thing that we do is when we are stressed or when we're shocked or when we are, I'll use the term cloudy to have like a lot of different things running on your mind. Our breathing normally shortens. So if this was like the full range of breath like this, our breathing would probably be up here. We just kind of use our nose, our upper chest, and that's basically it. And we have that's basically like 1/4 of our respiratory system, and we have 3/4 left that we don't really use on a regular basis. And so the process of, I love to use this term of words, come home to zero. I love come home to zero with my breath because the breath is the substance that's an infinite supplies, an infinite quality. And so instead of having like a thing that could help you come to this, center point, you have this infinite thing. It's always their thing. This always with you thing. And so the breath has a sacred place for me. I have it in a sacred place because it taught me how to come home to zero by being open to the angel of the air. And so this really looks like something I'm gonna teach in greater detail, but we have these 3/4 that we're not really using. And to sum it up, it's the base of your diaphragm. Because when you start to include, you have your upper respiratories, your esophagus, your throat, and then you have the upper chest cavity. Then you have your 2 lung balloons that everybody thinks about, but they don't even put air normally in there. Most air goes in there when they're sleeping, because when they're normally walking throughout the day, they're shallow breathing. So it's like when we're deep breathing with intention, we're activating the form of our awareness, and our awareness is being focused on the infinite. And so this is this space that is within everybody. And it's like the PlayStation for everything. It's a PlayStation for peace. It's a PlayStation for joy, just to be. It's the PlayStation for everything. And it's right here, right where we are right now. And so I love how the breath got involved, because it is the way of being open. It is exactly that. And everybody has it. So we can recognize that though something so precious can be in the quality of everyone's possession, not everyone will be able to recognize it the same.
Wow. Yeah. I appreciate that lesson right there. That's so good, Gadamshi. I love how you tied the breath into just like the infinite, like I like to say the infinite safe space that everybody's looking for. I love how the breath does take you. I never thought about the breath as being infinite, because it is infinite. The air is infinite. There's no end. There is no starting. There is no, like, it's infinite. Like, that's powerful. It's so powerful. Um, yeah, that piece of like being open is because I have acknowledged. So this is a funny thing. I used to work at a retail shoe store, and so working at a retail shoe store, you always had people coming in there that was not open. They was absolutely closed. Actually, they was closed, and they had a lid on top, and they was ready to open the lid and go off on you. They was ready for that every day. Like they was like, I can't wait for you to say something that I don't like. So that would happen. That would happen. And so one day I was at the cash register, and I never studied breath like that, but I remember that, I used to really be in tune with like, okay, let's take some deep breaths. This is gonna be good for us. So I was at the cash register and this lady was going off, and I was just standing there, and then I just was like, I know I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy. I know what she said right there. I know I'm worthy. And then from that place, I opened up to her, and I was able to listen to her and see that she didn't think that she was worthy. She was struggling. She was having a bad day. Life was on top of her. And in my ability to open up with a breath and just acknowledge that, like, oh, I'm safe, I'm worthy, I'm okay, I was able to give her a little bit more space, a little bit more room for her to experience what she's experiencing. And, man, maybe she walked out happier than she came in, but it doesn't matter to me. It was just that cool thing of like, okay, everybody, let's just take responsibility. Let's take responsibility for our openness. Everybody on this call, you can take responsibility for your openness. You can take responsibility for your breath because no one else is doing that for you. You have a choice. And when you start to take responsibility for that, the world actually cleans up itself. The world cleans up itself. You start to be able to navigate this world with a sense of peace, because peace is always under every experience. Peace is present. Peace is what you are, to the degree that you're in the clouds of whatever's going on, but peace is always there. Even when you're in the most intense and excruciating pain, peace is underneath that pain if you're not giving all your attention to your thoughts about what is going on with your body and things like that.
That's powerful, bro. Not giving attention to your thoughts. That is so powerful, bro. I love that, because when we do what you said not to do, which is great wisdom and great advice, we basically just get caught up in what we don't want to be in. And to focus your attention on your breath is kind of taking all the power away from your thoughts, because you're choosing something that you have, and that is not, it's not absent of peace. It's not absent of this now moment. It's not absent of anything. It brings you to now, it brings you to peace. And then you're just not giving your attention to your thoughts in those type of scenarios.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's I've shared this before, but what I'm looking to be in life, I'm looking to be immovable. I'm looking to be stable. I'm looking to be present. And if I am giving my attention to every thought, then that's always, okay, this is it. I am now looking for something that's unchanging. So I can't go to my thoughts for home, because my thoughts are always changing. I can't like, you can have a powerful affirmation that maybe get you there, but thoughts change, emotions change. So I can't find a safe haven in my thoughts and emotions and my feelings, because they're always changing. So that's not the place I want to look. I can't look to, it's even crazy, because like I can't even look to my external experience for a safe haven. I mean, my apartment, my bedroom is really safe, but that's not it either, because that changes. And so to really find something that's ever present, that's always stable, that never changes, you can look to the breath. I love that you brought that in, but also look to this inner experience that is the awareness that you are, because that never changes. I know I am. You need to jot that on this. I know I am. I know I am mad. I know I am sad. I know I am angry. I know I'm depressed. I know I am. And my home is I know I am. And everything that comes after that, that changes. So I can't be like, that's not true. I know I am sad. I know I am happy. That's not true. But I know I am. And that's where I find home at, because that never changes. Yeah. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I know I am.
Yeah. I love that. That's the rock. That's the solid. That's the foundation of our being. And always coming from that place is the greatest place, because this allows ourselves to see the person, and we can just always be rooted in the source and the core of our true nature. So always remembering that you are, no matter that this is going on, because that's again giving our attention to the thoughts, giving your attention to the external thing, because it's like in order to give your attention to this external thing, you kind of have to forget or give less attention to the source of the being. So it's like we have to keep ourselves inclusive with our experience and know those things that are those attention type of grabbers. I felt like I just had it just now.
Attention grabber is a good word. Yeah.
I think I just had it right now because as we're having this dynamic call and we're being accelerated right now, this is so awesome. I was hearing some footsteps and the door open and this. I'm like, what is going on? But then I just kept myself focused and present. So I had that just as when you were saying it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truth. What's up, Bailey?
Yes, Dave. I was just gonna say I agree with that. About the breath, the mind. For me, the mind is not a reflection of if we're connected to source energy or not. You know, I could have a million. I could have a million things on my mind, and I could think to myself like, "Wow, I wish I could get back connected to source energy." But the fact that we are still breathing, and as you mentioned, Dave, even the awareness beneath the breathing, that is a signal that we're always connected to source energy, and the mind is not a reflection of the connection.
Daily, come on, man.
That's great.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you for coming in here with us, man. You really are bringing a lot of beautiful flavor and a lot of wonderful ways to see this. I love that, definitely the mind is not the place to go if you're trying to find home, actually, and also the mind is also the spirit too, though. So we don't deny the mind. We're not saying, oh yeah, the mind is evil. We're not going to do that, but we just acknowledge that that's probably not the place to go to look for a safe haven. Thoughts are probably not the place to go because it's a lot going on up there. It's not a yes or no. It's always a yes and I got this going on. Blah 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 blah. That's what the mind looks like. Yeah, I may be home, but I could also not be home, or I could. It's like, man, you're gonna be lost. It's a lot of sideways alleys in there. So thank you for that, Daily, and this too. And like we acknowledge everything about our human experience. So whatever the thoughts are, if you are giving attention to your thoughts that are negative thoughts or thoughts that are distracted or thoughts that are blah, 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 can you create the space to be open for that? Because that's also an opportunity and a catalyst for you to recognize what you are. You are the eternal safe space that you're always looking for. You are never not that. If you're sitting in a chair and if you're breathing, you are the eternal safe space. I don't care what the experience is. I don't care what the thought is. I don't care what the emotion is. I don't care what the feeling is. You are always safe. And so you're able to utilize these experiences that arise, that are uncomfortable, that are the ones that you don't like. They are an opportunity for you to open up. It's an opportunity for you to relate to yourself in an open way. It's an opportunity for you to be open to yourself. And that's it. Like you can't lose with this. You cannot lose. You always win when you see that everything is just an opportunity.
Love that. I love that, bro. I love that. It's so corny the way you brought it in because seeing everything as an opportunity and not deviating from knowing. I love that, bro. It's like
that's good too. Yeah.
It's just like, what words do you have for this one? It's okay. Okay, it's like recognizing that your challenges are serving you, but not in the way of like, holistic health kind of way, but like in the actuality, it's like this constant wake-up call. I felt it in a different way when you said that because, okay, I'll say it this way. I love sharing what flows through with those who are open, who are receptive. I just prefer it. But while you were sharing what you were saying today, I was seeing, some different times in my life where I was sharing with very closed people, very closed-minded people, blocked mindset type of people, prehistoric type of folks. And with what you were saying though, it was kind of like showing me the reinforcement that gave me. It was kind of like a flashback of why that was so important. But now I'm also seeing it in a new light where it's almost like, actually, no, I dare you to come with a block cup. I'll wash this shine all over you then, because it's not gonna get into you, so that's fine. But
I'm gonna just get a water hose and just spray you. You ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna do nothing to you.
yeah, because it was like, oh, because I would basically see, oh, is this available for this good love? Oh no. Oh, like that's kind of like what the pattern was like, growing up. And so over time it's like, oh, okay. But now it's like, oh, okay. Okay, well, okay.
Okay.
You know?
Untouchable, resilient.
Untouchable. You said I wrote it. It's like, yeah, it's like you're so much in where you're knowing. Your being is so much all that you are because you're not knowing what they're showing you. They're showing you, you're seeing it, but you're not knowing that. You're just observing that.
Yes,
What you're really
exactly.
knowing was your fullness and your expression. So that was like, so I'm like, I'll have more homework than I thought. Like I'm at home with my work. You feel me? Like for real. Like your environment is your assignment type of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me. And so that was like, when you said that, bro, it was like complete.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Good info. I love that. I got a reflection on that because in that, like looking if someone will receive you, it almost is looking for validation or acceptance. It's like, oh, will this person receive me? Okay, I can allow myself because they're gonna receive me. They open for it, but the person that's coming around closed, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna allow myself. And I love that because now it's just like you're taking responsibility for who you're being, and so you don't care who nobody else is being. You being your damn self. I'm being with service. I'm being love. Only always. And I had this experience this week, and what you just said, dude, like all of our experience is always serving us. It's a wake up call. I just see an alarm I'm just visualizing this alarm. It's like, man, it's alarm. Every time someone come up, like, oh, this is alarm. What am I doing with this alarm? Like, am I waking up or am I just gonna stay asleep? That's a good one. Am I gonna stay asleep and keep believing in the illusion, in the dream, or am I gonna wake up? It's an opportunity. Recently, this week, I was on the phone with a client, and I basically shared with her a new opportunity or like an offer that I wanted to share with her. And I asked her like, yes or no, would you like to do this? And she told me no. And I was okay with that. I thought that I was okay with that. But after we got off the call, I noticed that there was some tension and frustration. And as the days went on, I started to notice that I was thinking a lot about her and just kind of there was judgment coming up and all this stuff coming up. And then because of the type of relationships I'm creating, I decided to reach out to her and tell her. I was like, well, first of all, I got to what was actually happening, and I journaled and stuff like that, and then I brought it to her. I was like, hey, after our call, I was feeling a lot of tension. I was kind of judging you. I wasn't feeling as connected to you, and what I realized is that I was needing your acceptance. And so when you told me no, I basically stopped accepting myself and I blamed it on you. I was looking for your validation. I was looking for you to say yes to me. And because you told me no, now I got something going on within me and I'm blaming it on you. Yet again, another wake up call because I could have took it at face value. It's like, oh, she did this. She made me die. It's like, no. Every time someone says no, they're not saying no to me. It's only an opportunity. Yet again, growing up, your parents told you no and you thought that no was a rejection. You thought it meant something about you. So now everybody that tells you no now, it's just an opportunity for you to see that it's not a rejection. It's not anything about you. And it's actually an opportunity for you to accept yourself because in the past, when someone told you no, you didn't accept yourself. But now, can you accept yourself? Can you not need their validation? And it was really cool because a while back I was doing this course. It was called Miracle Makers. And the guy told me this exact analogy. He was like, when you know that your value can't be defined by anything, and you know that anybody saying yes or no to you doesn't determine your value, you can go ask a million fucking people. You can keep going because you know that it doesn't mean anything. I know my value. I've already accepted myself. So I will ask a million people and they will say no to me. And then I'll go ask one more person because I know it doesn't mean anything. It's an opportunity for me to accept myself and not close off to myself. in the sense I close off to them, but I'm closing off to myself.
Hmm. Powerful, bro. I fully received that. I'm sure that everybody's really inspired and nourished by that delivery and display, because one thing that I wrote and then you really just said at the end was always say yes to yourself. But you were saying never say no to yourself because somebody else gave you no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like don't change how your conversation with God changes because somebody else is not talking to you correctly, or somebody else didn't say yes, or somebody else didn't say what you wanted to say. You're having a conversation with the infinite still. You're still the beloved one from the Most High. You're still the infinite creation of spirit. You're still the next extension of God. You're still all of this. And I love that, like, you could talk to a million people, get a million no's or 9,900,000 no's or whatever the number is, and then you got that one, and then it's like it doesn't really matter anything actually.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that matters is how good are you having this conversation with God in you, your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
How good are you really having that conversation? How good are you receiving that yes? That's really the conversation.
Yes. Ooh, how good are you receiving that yes right now? The yes right now is that you're breathing. The yes right now is the breath.
Yeah.
The yes right now is that you still here and I know I am. That's an infinite yes. Hey, Daily. I love it. I'm excited to hear what you got to say, brother.
Wow, that's amazing. And I just thought to myself, isn't it fantastic how the universe gives us lessons over and over again, and it might give us rejections and people saying no, but after that no, it's like the universe is lovingly and encouragingly saying that you need to accept yourself. You need to accept yourself. So each one of those no's can be a lesson repeatedly from the universe, just because of how much you are connected to source and it loves you. It wants you to accept yourself, and it will give you it over and over again until you kind of understand it.
Yes. 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 And that's what I got to as well. After that call, I wrote down, I was like, oh, I'm so thankful that you told me no. I was like, so I'm so happy that you told me no, because it gave me such a beautiful opportunity to say yes to me and to just get clear. Thank you for telling me no. I appreciate that. Thank you for being the universe and telling me no, because now I get to see something truer. Yeah.
Wow. This is very equipping. Might I say that? Because anybody who going out to do anything after listening to this conversation is going to be not just succeeding, but they're going to be feeling successful about it. And I think that's the most important part of it, because when you don't let circumstances change your inchangeableness or make you see your inchangeableness from a certain type of changed lens, then who are you going to be in the world? Oh my God.
Hey.
That's what they're going to say when they see you shine. That's what they're going to say when you walk by. That's what they're going to say, because what else are they going to say? I mean, maybe they'll say it in their own language or whatever they have, but I'm feeling that vibration of that immovability. Everything is an opportunity. This like dojo, this like did the gym. Because if you say everything's an opportunity, then it's like, how high can you let your energy circulate knowing that everything's an opportunity and then nothing means anything about you?
Mm-hmm.
What? I may be a whole different person in a couple 24 hours from now. Because if I'm really going to take a step in what I'm speaking about right now, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Yes. I think it's going to be super creative, and I think that I'm going to see what happens after I just let all this creativity happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, it's I love that one. You got to call that something, because yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
I'm receiving that right now, Gaddafi, because that's so good. The words, but really the energy in that place that you're just coming from. I'm like, oh, that's the real place. Actually, it's been the real place, but I could hear it in those words and the embodiment. So everybody talks about spiritual stuff, but the embodiment is lacking. So they're not getting nowhere. You don't feel nothing from them. Guess what? You get to embody it today. All of you get to embody it today. Today, you get to walk outside and embody this, because every opportunity is yet again an opportunity for you to embody it. You don't have to work hard to embody anything. Life is going to give you here, you can embody this.
Mm.
You start being it. You start being it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to try. It's already, life is serving it up so that you can be an embodiment of, nope, I accept myself. Nope, I know that I'm infinite. It's a choose, decide, commit. Commitments create miracles. When you make a commitment, when you decide, life will give you an opportunity to redecide every moment. And that's the embodiment. And you become a walking testimony of this decision. You become an embodiment of, I have decided, I know I am. I know that I am upset because they told me no. I know I am. Then from I know I am, you can be like, wait, I know I am. Since I know I am, I can accept me. From that place, you're in this acceptance. From that place, you start breathing. You start to go back to this infinite safe space, and you're like, I'm safe. Oh, I got everything I need.
Mhm.
I got everything I need. I didn't need them to say yes to me. I needed them to say no to me so that I can be with me.
Bro, that is so multidimensionally applicable.
That's a
So
good one, bro.
Yeah, bro, so totally multidimensional. I'm seeing it in different areas because I'm definitely unrolling some new things I'm going to be teaching, but it's like, it's almost like I didn't notice that I had some things on the road. But this conversation kind of helped me get this really good bird's eye view on what am I saying no to myself about because I've heard a no, or what have I said no to myself about because of anything that I've seen. In summary, that yes is still there. Because I was feeling that while you're speaking, it's like spirit was reflecting to me. It's like there's nothing that we've been given that don't belong to us, regardless of what we've seen.
Yes.
Like somebody will say, "Oh yeah, I know real estate is something because I've been trying to do this and this and this." It's like, no, you can rewrite that shit right now. There's still a yes for you for that. You know?
Dude, that's funny that you just spoke to somebody on this call right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Praise the Lord. Yeah, because it's like, no, that's still a yes. And the yes doesn't even change at all. We're the ones changing about the yes. Basically, it's like that shit got your name, birth date, and your social security on it. And then it's like, well, I don't know because the market. It's like not about the market. It has nothing to do with the market, actually. And in fact, most mind blowing because once you accept that it has nothing to do with the market, then you get a deal. And I've seen that in the realm of electronics, so I might as well apply it to, some bigger electronics, some big houses. But yeah, that yes is still there. And it's so beautiful because it's almost like we don't lose anything. You don't lose opportunity. Now you may have to capture another window, but it's like you don't lose anything. Everything is still a yes as soon as it comes. It's a yes when it came, it's going to be a yes still. So this is giving me so much yes. Because when we have a yes, we act like yes.
Yes. Yes, it's all the yeses up here. Yes.
Yeah, it's like if we're acting like maybe, that's because we don't recognize it is a yes. If we're acting like, well, I'm not sure if, that's because we didn't recognize. You got a yes. A vision of something is a yes. You are a manifester. You are a creator. You are seeing what's coming. Nothing is just because. Everything is on purpose. And so if you've seen it, it's yours because it got your name on it and it's living inside your mind right now. It's supposed to be cultivated. Supposed to be cultivated like a plant. You got to water it a little bit more. Give it a little attention. Think about it a couple more times. Because it came as a yes, it is a yes. And so then what I love the most is when you start wearing your yes. Oh my God. When you start wearing your yes, you walk in a way that looks like you got movement, but something's moving you. That's kind of what it is.
Oh my God.
Anybody ever like go visit a beloved or somebody that really want to get with or somebody that they're getting with right now and they live a whole bunch of states and miles away? You be on the plane, you be on the train, you be on the bus. You'll be on your way. And that's like how you move towards what you want. You just know it's on the way.
Yes. Damn, bro, I gotta keep saying yes. Ain't nothing else for me to say.
Yes.
I imagine this like this workshop. I think this is a thing, but it was like this workshop or seminar, and everybody was just in the room like, yes, yes, everybody just give yes. It was funny, man. Yes.
Yes.
being open to your experience, relating to yourself. How are you relating to yourself? Who are you being towards yourself? Are you being a yes? Are you being a yes, I'm okay? Are you being a yes, I'm safe? Are you being a yes, it's okay that these thoughts arise? Are you being a yes? Are you relating to yourself in a way of yes?
That's a great ass question, brother. I fucking love that. Are you being a yes? This yes is giving me so much sauce, juice, and succulence. It's pineapples, mangoes, and papayas for me right now. I'm about to create something about this yes. That's how much it got. When you've been you've been studying something for a long time and you've just been studying, you're gonna be talking about it, it's gonna slip in the conversation or something like that. I gotta have a birthday yes right now because the yes is just on. So I gotta create something.
Yes, good issue, man. This is crazy, this word, huh? Isn't it fascinating that this word right now is so simple, but it's so impactful, it's so meaningful, it's so moving, it's so something that we're saying a word, but we're not saying a word. We're talking about something that's really truthful and resonant within all of our souls. And Gadimshi, you say this a lot, though. I've seen in your stories, you be like, "Yes, Lord," and so you the embodiment of yes. So thank you for being that and bringing
Yes,
space.
yes. That's it. Oh my gosh.
Freeze.
Oh my gosh.
What
I
happened?
thought somebody else was speaking too. I thought somebody else was saying, "Oh my gosh," with me or something. But okay, so the yes, Lord, yes, Lord is very symbolic to everything that we got going on right here. My whole notes is saying yes, Lord, keeping yourself open. That's your yes to your higher self. That's yourself. That's you, Lord. Yes. Keeping your yes on. It's like I'm wearing I gotta create something, y'all. Oh my gosh. Because
You
like
are.
I'm putting on clothes and I'm saying yes to my body. And so I'm putting on a yes. This how I'm going to. It's like wearing an idea like yes. Wearing an idea like a clothing or wearing something like clothing in a way. Like I'm about to put this on. It's like, I put one arm through the other arm. It's like, and then it's on me. So this is me. And that's like kind of the quality of the concept of like accepting yourself. It's like you see yourself, oh, I can actually, that's me. And then it's like one arm, the other arm, this is me now. And this me now, I might have to
Yes.
go into that another time, but
I
that
know, I
was
know
like,
this is gonna go so deep. Like, I
yeah.
mean, y'all, we can be on here for 2 hours if everybody willing. But we at the top of the hour. I wanted to say this, and I want to let Daisy go, and then I'm gonna open up the floor for everybody for all reflections. The importance of yes is when you say yes, you know your no. You need to know this. I say yes to healthy food, and I say yes to my body. So I'm gonna say no to unhealthy food.
Mm-hmm.
When you know your yes, you also know your no.
Mm-hmm.
You say yes to you, it's easy for you to say, oh no to that. That's not the direction. No to that thought. We don't fight it, but no to that thought. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to do that. When you got this powerful yes and you feel this powerful yes, you also have a very clear and defined no because you know it's not a yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Wow. I love
Yeah.
that. I have this saying that I love to share. It goes like, there's yes, yes, and there's no. And if
Hmm.
it's not a yes, yes, then it's absolutely not. And if it's almost, then it's no. And if it's maybe, then it's no. Because if it's not yes, yes, then it's absolutely not. And so what a maybe sounds like is, do you want to go to the gym with us tonight? And you just went to the gym this morning. You had your whole walk earlier today. It's time for you to cuddle up with your wife. Well, I absolutely not. Because it wasn't yes already, it's well. That's deeply starting at absolutely zero. And
Mm-hmm.
so we have to just let that be so natural. And so I love yes, yes, because I know what I want to do because it's that level of energy. It's not just a maybe or that would sound cool or maybe that would be fun. No, it's like it's absolutely going to be fun or I don't have any time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Shine Space is a creation of Gademshi saying yes. we're here from an absolute yes. It wasn't a maybe I'm gonna do this, because if he said maybe, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing it. Why would I? Why? That doesn't make sense to me. So thank y'all for saying yes, because y'all didn't say maybe, y'all said yes. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what daily yes is.
Yes.
My yes is that the universe approves of all of us here, and that's, you know, the essence is here where we have been created. So the fact that we have been created means that the universe approves of us. And an example is that when I was younger, I used to think to myself, why do I have this like kind of stutter when I'm talking, and I overthink it and it comes out wrong. But even with that, I'm accepted, I'm okay, I'm loved by the universe. And that in itself is the energy being created and just being. That's lovable because we're here.
That's
Daily hit
powerful.
us with the just being is worthy. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes. What a fulfilling thing to hear. Such a freeing expression. I would have never even have heard that myself from listening to Daily. It's almost like there's just wisdom pouring out. There's just energy pouring out. There's just life pouring out. I would have never captured that. So it's such a wonderful testimony to hear that
Mhm.
that somebody can actually go through something like that, and then it'd be like furthest thing from recognized.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
I didn't know that either. I hear clarity speaking through you. I hear spirit speaking. That's clear. It ain't no stutter in that. So, and echo what Daly said. You will never be more loved than you are right now in this story. In this story. Great. I'm done speaking. I would love to know if James, Yvette, Elita would like to just have a reflection or share. No pressure, all love, but we are open to it.
Yes, yes.
What's up, James?
Yeah, so when Daly said that we're connected by the source, what exactly is the source? Is it ourselves, or what else could it be?
Good question. I would love Ganesh, you go for that. Would you like to answer that
Yes.
question?
Yes, I love to first. Yes. So the source, we're talking about God. We're talking about infinite intelligence. We're talking about infinite spirit. We're talking about infinite wellness. We're talking about the ever expanding good. We're talking about the source of all good. Now, I just use a whole bunch of words to like point at this thing, but the reason for that is because when we have these stagnating words, then we think that what we know is all that there is, but the quality of the spirit is infinitely expanding. And so we're not knowing about the expansion as it's happening. So when we talk about source, we're talking about the prime being uniform or being undivided. I was going to use the word resource, but then it's kind of like a little tongue twister. But we're talking about the prime resource of life itself. We're talking about the prime resource of spirit itself, as itself in truth, because God, the spirit, used his own self to create all the forms in which we use resources for its own self as we've been created as well. So it's like we're set up to receive what God made before anybody was even here. We're set up to receive oxygen that was here before we were here because we were going to be here. It's like so designed, perfect alignment. And the source of this wisdom, the source of this awareness, the source of this. Man, this is a great pointing that I'm doing. I haven't had to point like this in a minute. James, is this sufficing? Are you feeling any more clear about your question?
I think I need a little more clarity because I'm confused on what exactly the prime resource of life is.
Can I say this real quick? I'm gonna say this real quick. The prime resource of life is life itself. Like life, you are life expressing. So when you say source, it's life. You can and so it's easy to when we say source, we're talking about James, it's like you sitting here right now. That's source.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, when I was saying the source, I agree. That's exactly what I meant. The life force flowing through us, the energy, the movement, the something that is still and moving, and then still and moving. Birth, rebirth, birth, death, birth, rebirth, and the fact that something is here and something is moving, and we don't need to know exactly what that thing is scientifically, but we can feel it flowing through us. We can see other humans moving around and insects and birds flying around. So something is happening, and that is what we are talking about.
Well,
I love
Gotcha.
that.
well,
I love how everybody has this divine pinpoint flavor that they bring to the casserole. I love that. Oh, so good.
and just to echo what Gadimshi was saying, like the infinite resource, because it's like it's infinite, James, because like there is no ending to this source. It's like you can keep pointing at it, but you can't get to the end of it. Like it's the primary thing that you can't get to the end of. Like no one knows where life ends and where life starts. We just know it's life. That source. Great question, James.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, it's actually you right now, though. Like it's not a thinking. It comes before you think. It is the source is why you think, actually. You're able to think because of the source. You're able to feel because of the source. You're able to be because of the source. Yeah, that's cool. It's fun. Source is fun too, real talk. What's up, big man? I see you all.
What's up?
I know you was hit by something. That was it. That was interesting.
Did my eyes get big?
I saw you. I was like, oh snaps. He hit a chord for her.
Yeah. Definitely. So I got a few things out of today. That real estate thing, that was me.
Okay.
Yeah, I took the test twice and failed and gave up. And so I better get back on my horse, I think.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Definitely. So here, the no is not a rejection. It's an opportunity to accept yourself. And being accepted by other people is not my business. So that was big for me. I shut down when people reject me. And so I have a lot to consider right now. But my big takeaway was be open to things that are uncomfortable. So when the great things come, you know how to receive them.
That's
powerful. Oh my goodness. I gotta take that one in.
Yeah.
I
just want
go ahead.
I just want to say this, Yvette, like it's really cool because like you take that with you and just know that like you don't have to do anything, you don't have to work hard for it. It's really just that embodiment. Like life is going to keep giving you stuff, and it's going to give you an opportunity to embody that statement right there, that feeling that you have. So yeah, you just like be ready. You about to go do stuff today, and some shit gonna come up, and what you gonna choose, you know?
I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yes. So Ganeshi.
Yeah, I was just loving that, Yvette. Thank you for sharing that. It was giving enjoy every season of your experience or every stage of your experience. And it's so powerful how sometimes like we make choices after experiences, but then even that choice is also like it's like a great wisdom to revisit also, because then we get to learn like where we were and where we are, and then we get to like reinforce or kind of like fortify ourselves. It's like kind of like getting yourself prepared for the race type of thing. So like those moments of endurance, those moments of choosing, and then once you've like made that choice, it's like you're from a bicycle into a car or something like that. It's like you're still moving. You were moving before, but now it's like you're moving, you're protected, you're moving, you're secure, you're moving, you have a different level of touch to the ground. You're not really, you can't really lose your balance now, type of thing. Yeah. That's what I was getting. It's almost like, yeah, we may take time to look at how we stop, but it's like, no, I'm actually in a car now that cannot topple over. I don't have to hold my balance on this. So much effortlessness now, that kind of vibe. Yeah. So it was giving. I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fire. I love that. Like, just like like you won't have to work hard to balance. You will be the balance. Like you are the balance. You are just like on the road going.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what we do here. Shine Space.
That's what we do.
That's all
I
it
feel
is.
that. I really like that. We in the car now. We
We're
going.
in the car. Lamborghini. Let's go.
What's up, David?
What's up, David? Yeah.
Imagine energy that can't be destroyed, saying, let me manifest as a dog, let me manifest as a cat, let me manifest as a human, let me manifest as Dave Shine, or manifest as Dale. And it's so interesting. It's like a game, it's like some fun happening, although it can feel quite serious when your cats run down the road and escaped out of the house for the third time this week, and you forgot to get your cereal, and you forgot to get your vegan chocolate chip cookies. But at the same time, it's a game. It's like it's just fun happening. It's just manifestation of itself, and an infinite, ever flowing, everlasting list. You know.
Yeah. I need my vegan chocolate chips, so I don't care about that. Okay. Did that just happen? So Daily, you're not Daily, you're Dale. Is that it?
yeah, it's Dale, yeah. But I just leave it because it's just so interesting hearing your accent with my name.
Oh,
I love
man,
that, man. That's amazing. Cool, bro.
It's
We out here
Dale.
screaming Daily
Okay.
like we damn country as hell. Daily, come on here, Daily. You're like, bro, that's not my name. I'm from the UK. We don't talk like that. We're like, great. Cool.
Yeah,
You mean
yeah,
to,
but
go ahead.
that's a name that was given to me, but you might as well call me Energy.
Let's go. Call him Energy. And with Energy, we got Yulita. Yulita on the floor. So Yulita.
Hello. Yay. I'm so excited to be here today. Oh my God. This was fire. So good. Like being open. And once again, thanks for giving me the opportunity to be here, to be open, to be in the space with all of you. So great. First of all, like you, Dave, and Kadamshi together, like such a powerful duo. Like that's the only thing I was only thinking of. I was like, what? How is this real? Like such a, yeah, it just works so perfectly together. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to acknowledge. First of all, like how good you guys work together and just the differences of you two, but then coming together so perfectly. So yeah, that was the
Thank
first
you.
thing I wanted to share. And yeah, what else? Everything was just so good. Like I'm just fully receiving all the shares, all the codes. So beautiful, so amazing. And yeah, I just felt as well like so much angelic energy in this space. I literally saw like I never really had it that obvious, but when you guys were just talking, I just saw the biggest like light flash like coming by, and I was like, wow, like we're really here, supported, like even in the non-physical, we're so supported. This is a representation of physical support, I would say, with all of you here. Like we're all solid beings, but then even the non-physical beings are here with us, supporting us, even jamming with us in the shine space. Like I was like, it's so cool. That's what I realized when I saw this big flash, this angelic presence. I was like, whoa, even in the non-physical, they're just attending Zoom, and they're like, let's go. So yeah, so grateful to be here and receive all the magical shares. And yeah, to just be in this space with beautiful humans as well. And yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Thank you so much, both you, Gadamshi, Dale. I didn't know that either. What the heck? What? I'm shocked right now. Beautiful. I'm so happy about this clarity as well. And one thing that I wanted to share more so specific on what you guys share was like, this is what I experienced in my life more so than ever before. So in the past, like years ago, I would really hold everything to myself. I would not share anything that was on my mind. So I was the opposite of being open. I was not open. And now I see that it's so, since I am so open now, deciding to be open every time, the opportunity to decide to be open, it's so hard for me not to be open. I had this with Dave. I did something that I thought I could just hold to myself and kind of like lie about, basically. If I did, like, it's a lie when you're not sharing it, because you're lying to yourself, because where you're lying to yourself about is that you're closed, you know, and you're not. You're always open, like you're always connected. So yeah, that's what I had the other day, just fully being open. And it's impossible for me to not be open. I cannot hold nothing back. Like, everything has to be in the light, you know, everything has to be seen. And that's why I really love this topic, like being open, being seen, being heard, allowing yourself to say yes to yourself. My head was like, no, don't tell Dave this. This is bad. This is not good. You did something. And then the presence within me was like, yes, share this. There's deserves to be seen. It's already seen, like you guys said last week. Like, God already saw it, and so I can now allow it to be seen too. Like, why not? So yeah, that was really beautiful. I love to share today. I'm so excited for other people to see this as well. Like, when it goes on YouTube, like, fire, fire, fire. So it was so fire. You guys together, on fleek. So thank you.
Yeah. Elita, thank you so much for that beautiful share, bringing so much light into here. I always get like, it's like Elita sprinkle on here. It's like, yeah, that sprinkle Elita in here. No, yeah, I love that too, because that last piece of what you just said, it's crazy because like the openness is that like God already saw it. So how open can we be? How open can we be to what God has already saw? Like, why are we denying it? Like, we're denying ourselves. That's all that we're doing, actually. And that's okay too, because now you got an opportunity to accept yourself in that. So thank you for that, Elita.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Gademsha was writing some stuff down too. What's up?
That's just so powerful, man. The interconnectedness of this space, all that we bring here, and each of our, I would say, each of our offerings, as far as like how we see what we've shared, that is so nourishing. It'd be weird if we just spoke and that would be it. I actually love the reflection so much because it's a different type of nourishment, you know. It's so deep because as Yulita was expressing about how she used to be closed off to herself, or she didn't want to share certain things, like I love how it's like we it's like this is our being open series, right, or episode, but it's like we're really weaving like this shine energy into like everything, because it's like I just felt like I could relate with that so much, with intentionally choosing to not show something that I know God has seen. I'm showing the Lord. I'm like, Lord, check this out. But then it's like, I don't want to say it out loud, or I don't want to say it to someone, or it's like, no, I'm just too open to be concerned if somebody's not going to receive it. And so I'm just loving this. It's like a psychological upgrade of resilience. And resilience, not in the sense of like defending or put on some heavy ass armor, but resilience in your yes. Like resilient in your yes, meaning that you're checking for your yes. Am I wearing my yes going into this conversation? Am I wearing my yes answering this phone call? Am I wearing my yes knowing that these folks are on the other side of this door? I'm keeping my yes on. And that's what Yulita was basically saying. I can't help but being open. God's already seen it, and I've been already seen too. So I'm about to be yes for me. So I'm walking up in here like yes. And I'm just so grateful for this share today. It's been powerful.
Yes, liberation is the word. That's all the yes is our liberation. Daily go, and then I'm gonna end it off today.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, you know, recognizing the greatness in each and every one of us in this room, and the power in this room is amazing. Even myself, because, you know, I remember when I was in school, you know, I was coming home and I was on the bus with my friend and some girls, you know, and I remember he was such a smooth talker. And I said something, I opened up my mouth and I must have said something like, and everybody was like, what was that? Like that, what did you just say? Are you nervous? Like, and that haunted me for years, you know, and for me to finally be able to look back at that and laugh at that and say like, wow, like even that is just such a small interaction, such a small situation. You fumbled your lines, you know, you made some words trip. And now I can laugh at that, and I can actually see that it's just life playing out. And that's
Mhm.
my energy interacted with their energy, and they had a laugh out of it, and I got embarrassed, but I can look back and laugh at it. And it's all like the highs and the lows and the humor in it, you know? Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All we got is yes
Absolutely.
around here. I see it. You can't get nothing else from us but a yes. Sorry, guy. Like what you want. That piece. So how liberating it is when we can just see this experience as like such a playful opportunity for us to really just get to know ourselves deeper, for us to be immovable, for us to experience something that's unchanging and that's always loving you. So thank you for that, Daily. I'm going to end it with these two verses. I'm not, we're not Christian around here. We're not religious, but these two verses just kind of speak to the science space and what we have created today. And so one of them is, I shared these in my story, but no one after lighting a lamp covers it with a jar or puts it under the bed, but puts it on a stand up so that all those that enter can see the light. Today, we have all put ourselves on display. We have put our light on display. So thank y'all for being the candle, for being the light today. And the second one is, for nothing is hidden that will not be made manifest, nor anything secret that will be known and come to light. And so that one is just that, like, being open to these things because they're already in the light. Why not allow it to be seen? It's already here. Don't hold it in. Be open to your quote unquote darkness. Be open to it, because when you open up to it, you allow it to be in the light. And then when it's in the light, now you have an opportunity to love it. That's what we do in the Shine Space. Thank y'all for being here. It's a freaking pleasure. It was a gift. And yeah, we're gonna be back here. Well, actually, next Thursday we won't have the Shine Space because we're doing it 3 times out of the month. So I will be in touch with everybody and letting y'all know. But yes, I'm sincerely would love to have everybody back here. Truly. So thank y'all. I'm gonna let Gadeshi say a little something too. I see. Yeah, here. Yeah.
Well, yes, I would love to see each of us here again on our next Shine Space. And it's just been a pleasure to share and also to receive from you all. And I'm just carrying the greatest love, all the love that there is. If there's any more love, send it in, Lord, because I'm just here for it. I'm just open for it. And so if love decides to become a little more increased tomorrow, I'm going to be a little more increased tomorrow too. So I'm just so grateful to see you all, and I'm wishing you all very well. And that's about it for right now.
That's it. Wonderful. Yeah. I will see y'all around the city. Keep shining and all the love.
All the love.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.